What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell?
I do not consent to this.
Yeah, no, you do. You absolutely do.
No, I don't.
Welcome to yet another edition of the What the Hell podcast. Yes, I look different,
A little bit.
but that's okay. Yes, I shaved the head. I'm like a nice scrub brush up there right now. But in my defense, and here comes the reveal. Yes, sir. But I am rocking. Someone said this was a dime bag beard, so I'm rocking this bad boy.
A little bit. I can see it.
So all good. And the funniest part is it just comes across to people that don't know me, walking through Walmart. I think I told you this story, but I'll tell it on the show. You got a guy that's got this goatee, bald head, got a giant skull tattoo on the arm over here. People just think I'm an asshole if they don't know me. Just kind of funny.
Pretty much. Yeah, I totally get that vibe too.
And that's okay. And that's okay. I'm okay with it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But well, anyway.
Well, it's like you can be scared of me, but I haven't given you a reason to.
Yeah. Preconceived notions. Don't judge a book before you read it. Grab a Coke from over here in my mini fridge. Anyway, how the fuck are you?
I am. I mean, shit for me has been business as usual. I mean, good mood. Victory Sunday for the Wolverines. I had a victory Friday for the Lions. Like, been a great weekend for me.
We were switching back and forth between. It's the first game that Wolverines game that I've been able to watch because they just weren't carrying down here.
Well, I mean, it was the same for me. I'm not getting Peacock, and I wasn't gonna, get Big Ten Network, like especially for the cupcakes, and then Harbaugh's gone.
Yep.
Take care of business.
And so I was right there with you. I was same thing. I'm like, oh, come on. And the Longhorn game was on at the same time. One was channel 2, one was channel 3 here. So we just kept going, back and forth because I gotta be nice and let her. And we've only got one cable receiver in the house, right? And because all of our tablets are iPads, even though I've got a Chromecast, I can't cast the Spectrum app that's on our iPads onto the TV in the living room because they just Google and Apple just don't fucking like each other. So
that goes without saying.
We were just switching back and forth, but between the two, and fortunately both games were pretty much blowouts anyway. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Nebraska. What did you expect?
Yeah. So. But it was a good day yesterday. It's kind of it right now the weekends are predominantly just relaxation, just not doing much of anything.
That's good.
Not really excuse me, planning anything or going anywhere, and little cabin fever going on, but we'll deal with that as we can. But yeah, cannot complain.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's nothing stopping you from going out for a couple hours on a Wednesday night.
No. Think if it stays nice enough here when get done. Hopefully she feels good enough, but hopefully just hop on the bike and go for a fucking Harley ride here for a little while.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just cruise around. There's a nice route we like to take. It's not too long, but it actually goes right over the dam on Granger Lake, so it's pretty nice.
Sorry, got to get ready for Sunday Night Football.
All good.
But yeah.
Well, Jason is indisposed. He had a wedding he had to go to the other day, like yesterday, and all that kind of stuff. So he won't make it, unfortunately. So today you could talk shit about him not being here, since last week he talked shit about you not being here, or a week before, whatever it is.
I was going to say we didn't record last week because I remember I was ready to record and just heard nothing. So I was like, all right, I guess we're not recording.
Life.
And yeah, I don't care if he talks shit about me not being here. I've been here way more than he has.
There you go.
So you tell Jason I said to have a Coke and a smile and to shut the fuck up.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's all good. And then what is it? Let me see here. 1, 2, 3 weeks. So yeah, 3 weeks from yesterday, he and Miss Peanut will be tying the knot. So I guarantee he won't be here that day. Matter of fact, neither will I, because I'll be there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's to be expected.
So, but it'll be entertaining.
Hopefully his house doesn't eat you.
I'll be staying at my dad's.
Oh, okay, good.
So
where's Sean?
Yeah, right. He's testing out that special spot we've got for TJ in the basement.
Yeah.
All righty then. Well, let's see here. I was going to tell you a little update here, and I want to thank the What the Hellions out there. Last time I checked, it had been a minute. How many YouTube subscribers we have last time I updated you?
I have no fucking clue.
I think it was in the 20s. On the YouTube channel, we're up to 53 subscribers. So thanks. Appreciate that. And then
why?
Don't diss them.
I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing him. I'm just astonished. That's all.
Right. Yeah. No shit. And then, of course, as we have surmised, our most popular video continues to be the episode on what the hell is up with crazy meth sex at 6.1 thousand views now.
Wow.
Everything else is like 25, 12. Here's one with 2. But yeah, what the hell's up with crazy meth sex is at 6.1 thousand.
I mean,
I guess we need to have more meth fucking story.
Well, that's what it is. It's just we got to find our lane here. I mean, we're new to the business, so not all topic ideas are going to be bangers.
True story. That was a pretty good. We had a couple good runs there between the crazy meth sex and the crazy Olympic injuries, where the guy froze his dick, not for the first time, where I sprung those on you and we had a little reaction. So I've got a little reaction. I've got a video. It's 8 seconds long. I want you to watch, and I want to get your reaction to it because you're going to be pissed. So I'm going to bring this up. Can you seize the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be quiet. There's no sound to the video, so you're not missing anything. And What the Hellions, obviously, go watch this on YouTube. This is a news story.
Well, hold on. I mean, should you warn potential viewers about anything gruesome?
There's nothing gruesome in here. You'll see. There's no blood or anything like that.
No, not that. But I just warning. This could get kind of hairy.
Warning. It's you're not gonna like this. Just watch TJ's face, and we're off. Oh, there is sound. I was wrong.
I don't hear anything. Oh!
One more time.
What are you doing?
It's 8 seconds long.
Where was this?
That was literally on I-35.
Like what exit?
Right by Lewis Henna, actually.
Oh my God.
During the day.
don't give a fuck what time it is.
I'm gonna add to it here in a second though, because old boy in the Ram was drunk as fuck.
I'm shocked.
Right? So now here's the shitty part of this video. What you saw on the headline, there was a 6-year-old in the back seat. Survived, okay, lived, but had some serious injuries. Now, if you're not watching this on YouTube, first of all, fucking why? We just told you we had a great YouTube channel. What I presented there, TJ has not seen before, is a rear-facing dash cam from a bystander car that was driving in the far
left lane.
And it shows a Dodge Ram come up, rear end this car, and then slam that car into the back of a fucking semi
and fucking just pretty much fold it up
and then fucking jump up and land on the back of this car. Okay. So fucking, first of all, thank God the kid that was in the back seat was 6-year-old, did have some pretty serious injuries. My understanding is she's okay.
Okay. But what about the other passengers?
The other passenger was fine. The mom was okay.
Okay.
Obviously shaken up like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, you know, here's my, it fucking infuriates me. Okay. I think this is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Dude was fucking shit faced. He was shit faced.
Okay. Like, and that's fine. Like, I understand. I've day drank before, but I also stay in one central location and I'm not on fucking 35.
And that's my point. That's my fucking point. In this day and age where it used to be the only way you could get a ride somewhere was a fucking taxi. And you had to wait who knows how long for them to show up and everything else, right?
Uber,
in this day and age with Uber and Lyft and every other fucking ride share out there, and fucking volunteers. There's so many like volunteers that will just, if you call them, will give you a ride for free.
Or I bet you if you like throw the DoorDash driver $20, he'll give you a ride somewhere too. Fuck.
I mean, fucking no, zero. Okay.
No, there's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse anymore.
You have zero fucking excuse to get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. And it's fuckheads like that. And yes, he was a fuckhead. He is a fuckhead. I hope he goes to fucking jail for the rest of his natural born life. And then they leave his bones there as an example. Fuck you and your Ram truck.
And the worst part is he was driving like that because he drives like that normally.
Exactly. You can see him in the middle lane, hauling balls. He's fucking going faster than everybody else on the fucking road.
Well, he's trying to do what I like to call the weave.
Yep. Well, that's a requirement in Detroit.
Well, no, it's not. I just don't move.
If you want to get anywhere in a decent amount of time, when I was growing up, learning how to weave road handles, what we called it back in the day, was a requirement. Down here, it'll get you killed.
Well, I mean, it's not like that up here. It's not. Yeah,
thank God.
It's just not. Because, like, let's get there in one piece. We don't have to get there in fucking 13 minutes as opposed to 16.
Look, again, I enjoy some alcohol. I freely admit it. I was completely sober when I did this, so don't start talking shit about it. But I enjoy me some alcohol. But I enjoy me some alcohol typically in the comfort of my own home. And if I'm going somewhere I'm going to be drinking, someone else is driving. Or I will take a fucking ride share.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's my hard and fast rule. The second alcohol hits my lips, that's it. That's a wrap for driving anywhere.
There's no fucking reason. And if nothing else, the fact that if you watch that fucking video, if you see something like, and we've all heard the fucking stories like it. Okay, that's just right in my face. We've all heard the stories like it. We've seen videos like it. This one is literally that the scene of that accident is 3.5 minutes from my house. But for fuck's sake, people.
Like, I haven't lived there for like 7 years now, but I know exactly where he's talking about. Like, probably driven up and down that road so many freaking times.
Absolutely have. But no, No fucking excuse. None. No, and part of me wants to, bitch at whatever bar he went to as well. But
who's to say that was a bar?
Exactly. That was what I was just going to say. We don't know. But at the end of the day, this dickhead, this motherfucker decided to get behind the wheel of his truck, continue to drive like an asshole, and do that shit. There's no fucking reason. I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Well, I mean, it's just the fact of the matter is now your life is ruined. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's just fucking the fact that some 6-year-old little girl, and my understanding she's pretty jacked up.
Well, probably just sitting in the back seat of her mother's car, not thinking about anything. You're 6 years old. You don't care in the fucking world. You're 6. You're just like, I wonder where mom's taking us. Guess we'll find out when we get there. And then
that is not the kind of patty cake they want to play. And I hadn't seen the video that bad in a while. Where
I would not be surprised if this child was afraid to get in a car again.
Oh God, I would be afraid to get in a car again. If I was the mother, if I was the driver of that car, I'd be afraid to get in a fucking car again. As many times as we've bitched about drivers, on this fucking podcast, I would be the person in the right lane, probably 10 miles an hour under the fucking speed limit, going, you can go around me, I don't fucking care. If I was that mother at that point, because Jesus.
I know, and how fucking homeboy driving the semi-truck showed some restraint, apparently, because if I was driving that semi-truck and I figured out what happened, I'm dragging homeboy out of the car, hurt or not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to the story. I'm not going to publicize the story and all that shit, but the guy didn't. I mean, clearly he didn't flee the scene or anything like that, and they got him and all that shit. But it infuriated me. And the balls of, okay, you know how everything in you've seen it. I don't give a fuck. You want to talk about drunk driving, whatever. Everything just kind of escalates over time. Shit just gets worse and worse. Something like this happens. Right.
Yeah.
And we've gotten so ballsy, I guess, or so some people have gotten so ballsy or lackadaisical about shit that, I live in Texas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Texas will be the absolute last state to legalize weed. I guarantee it. Not happening.
But I can, one of the first.
And I can tell you that I have sat at the intersection of 183 and 35, waiting to turn to head towards the house, and watched and smelled people just getting baked right there on 183 in the car. Like, can't even fucking wait until you get to the house. Right? I mean, fucking why?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
You want to do that? I have no issues. Go for it. Whatever. Do it at home. Do it at your homie's house where you don't have to drive. You don't do it while you're actively operating a fucking motor vehicle.
Yeah, like that's a general hard and fast rule I have too. Like, if I'm going to do it outside of the house, it's going to be somewhere where I'm going to be for at least like 2 or 3 hours, so I can fucking calm down and then drive.
Say, you can go over buddy's house, have a couple beers, cool. No one to stop drinking, and no, so that you can drive home, or fucking you're leaving your keys there, or you're crashing on the couch,
or you're just gonna drink water.
I'm not
like, I mean, eventually you got to make the call.
I'm not dissing anybody that wants to go have a good time. We've all been there. And you know what? Sometimes you need it. However, and again, this sound like the fucking, teachers in high school. Have a fucking plan on how you're going to get home safely.
Oh, 100%.
And, again, you want a party. Fucking A, go for it. But don't.
Be safe about it.
Don't get on the fucking road, dude. And sure enough, at fucking 5 o'clock in the afternoon, don't be fucking shit-faced driving your Ram or fucking smoking weed as you're on a major fucking highway. Come on.
And you know what? Also, between Instacart and DoorDash, like you can get pretty much fucking anything delivered.
Hey,
like,
that's true.
Up here, you can get fucking weed delivered. So, like, there's like you can get alcohol delivered. There's no fucking alcohol delivered here. There's no fucking reason. There is no fucking reason. You might have to pay a little bit more, but guess what? That's price pay for getting drunk.
Fucking
see, and
why?
And I
why?
know that I know why? I know this probably hits home a little bit more with you, considering the amount of children you have, and you have to worry about that versus me, where it's like obviously I worry about everybody in the family and all that, but it's a little bit different. You being a dad, me being an uncle, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. But I still go, like I was saying, why? Why? This doesn't have to be a thing.
Yeah, but the problem is, I mean, you're drunk, you're not in the right state of mind, you feel invisible. I can do anything.
That's actually 100% true.
I mean, that's how
not that for some fucking excuse, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you legitimately think about it, that's probably about 75% of all Cops episodes is someone fucking getting popped, drunk driving, and then taking off.
Yeah,
thinking I can outrun this cop.
As someone that recently fucking drove a police car and watched a fucking cop go through this obstacle course at full speed in reverse, you ain't getting away.
No.
This dude was a fucking badass. Like you had to, so the course was pull up, pull into a spot here, back out of the spot, and then back into another spot. So kind of like an S, right? So you backed out and then kind of like this, right? And then there was a S curve, and then there was weave between the cones, and then a high speed stop. And we all got to take turns driving the car, and they ran the sirens and all that shit for us. And it was cool. And so then this guy, who is the head of the DWI unit for my local police department, decided to show off, right? And he pulls in and he does the whole thing in reverse, and then starts flipping fucking J turns.
And if you could do that, you would too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
No argument. I mean, when I got to do the slalom thing in between the cones, I was hauling ass and screeching tires. I felt like I was hauling ass. Watch the video. It's like, man, he's going kind of slow. But I mean, I was fucking raking. It was fun. I'm not even gonna lie. But no, you're not fucking. Like, especially now that most of these cops are driving Explorers and not Crown Vics. I'm shocked at the shit that they can do with these fucking cars.
Well, the thing is you need to realize that a police chase is never called off because the car is faster than the cop car.
Yeah.
A police chase is called off for public safety concern.
Yep. I got a lot of respect for the training they got to drive those motherfuckers, because dude was badass. Like, I'm pretty sure he could retire being a cop and go be a stunt driver in Hollywood, no problem.
Well, I mean, just to have the balls to open it up on a public road like that.
Yeah.
Like that takes some nuts.
Oh yeah. And some skill. Nuts and
for
skill.
Sure.
So it ain't fucking happening. You're not getting away. Like,
no, that was the whole point of this.
As soon as the fucking lights go on, you might as well go, fuck it, I'm done. You might as well just pull over, get out of the car, lay down on the ground. At that point, if you're fucking drunk driving or being stupid, you're not getting away. Just fucking be done.
Yeah, and guess what? It's 10 times easier if you just cooperate with them. Like, I got popped running a red light. Cop walks up to my window. You know what you did wrong? I ran that red light. He's like, yeah, you can't be doing that. I was like, I know. He ended up letting me off with a warning.
Yep. I got pulled over for speeding. Little bitty town. I was coming back from visiting one of my stores. Came over this hill. I didn't realize speeding. I thought it was 45. It was 35. Got pulled over. Little lady cop walks up like, da 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 da. You know, you were speeding. I'm like, oh, sorry. I thought it was 45 already. Here's my info. My bad. She came up and let me off with a warning, like, you know, no big deal. And then, you know, I've got a honorably discharged Army plate on my show. Thank you for your service. And, you know, put you off with a warning. It's like, oh, thank you. Bye. Leave before you change your mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time with shit like that, like shit like what happened in that video that clearly could have been avoided just by going, maybe I'll get an Uber.
Well,
maybe I'll get a taxi. Maybe I'll call. I guarantee you someone.
Did you say it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or?
I believe,
evening,
yeah, it was
like around there,
yeah.
Evening.
You can see there's a lot of fucking cars on the road right there at that point.
Yeah. That.
Nah. Did not need to happen. That little girl did not need to get fucking hurt. So, and
absolutely,
I don't fucking care where you're listening to this from, because we have international listeners down. I keep saying listeners like it's a fucking radio show, but we have what the hellions that are downloading from all over the place. I don't fucking care where you're from. Don't fucking do it. Just don't. You want to party? Party. Have a way to get home that doesn't involve you operating a vehicle. It's that simple. Have a great fucking time. More power to you.
Well, you know, I can just make this point. Maybe if America had a better public transit system, this would happen a lot less often.
Maybe. Because that's another way, right?
You know what I mean?
Hop on a bus, hop on a subway if you got one.
Well, I feel like we should have more. Like, there are people in New York that don't own cars.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, and they get around just fine. Like, I wish that was an option here. That'd be awesome, especially with gas prices.
Yeah, well, and then you've got more public transportation options than we do. They just now, a couple of years ago, brought Capital Metro into Round Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like there's ever a justifiable reason.
No, not at all.
And you know what? I'll be the first person to admit it. In the past, I've made questionable choices when it came to driving. I won't lie. I did. And you know what?
I have too. Never again.
I fucking don't anymore.
Never again.
Nope. I just don't. I'm like, no. You know, if I'm out to dinner, 2 drinks at the most, done. Go home and finish my buzz if I want to get a buzz.
Well, and that's the thing that's my thing is like, I'll go out now and everybody's like, TJ, you want to drink? It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll go home, have a nice little nightcap.
Yep.
Like, exactly. I don't need to be driving, because 1 turns into 2, turns into 4. We're not doing that.
Whereas if you planned to turn into 4, right? No big deal, because then you got a plan. Like, okay, I'm going to go here, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to Uber there to drink, and I'm going to
I was going to say, if I'm planning to get fucked up, like, I'm not driving there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right. You're going to somebody's party. Hey, you cool if I crash, right? You got floor space somewhere, right? You know, you're identifying that now, like, hey, I'm here to have fun, but
I'm not here to get arrested.
At the end of the night, I'm going to do whatever, so that because it's not just you're a danger to yourself and everybody when you're doing it. I mean, clearly, look at this guy. Look at what he did. I mean, and I'm not going to put the reason I show that video is there's no fucking faces on it. So, and I'm pretty sure there's more video on the news story that I think it pretty much shows him going, I'm fucked.
You absolutely are. How old is this dude?
I think they said he was in his 40s or 50s.
Of course.
Which again, also to another, no fucking excuse. Not that anyone in their 20s or 30s has a fucking excuse, but 40s or 50s, at this point, you should have been around the block enough to go, I probably shouldn't fucking do this.
Yeah, you should be smarter than that at this point. I absolutely agree. You should be smarter than that at this point in your life. Like, you can't be making those decisions at 40 or 50.
With all of the fucking options out there. Again, like I said, back in the day, there were no options. It was a taxi. Who knows if they were going to come? Especially in New York. Yeah, I get it. There's fucking a million of them. Around here, not so many. No.
Not to mention with Uber and Lyft, I mean, taxis are like dead. They're pretty much dead.
And there's enough nonprofits and charities out there. I think Sober Ride was one of them. Like, look, if you've been drinking, just fucking call us. We'll give you a ride. We don't expect shit.
Just don't drive drunk.
Just don't drive drunk. We will fucking give you a ride home. Like, there's no fucking reason. None. And, you know, coming from someone that knows a couple people that own bars, I promise you the people that I know that own bars would actually pay for your fucking taxi ride.
Well, yeah, because if you kill somebody, it's on them.
Yeah. Before they would let you drive. If they knew. They would gladly, like, you know what? They wouldn't do it every fucking weekend. Don't get me wrong. But if it came down to it and they saw it and like you were grabbing your keys, I know people pull money out of their fucking pocket. I know complete fucking strangers that'll pull money out of their fucking pocket.
100%. I've seen it happen.
So no fucking reason. Absolutely no motherfucking reason that should happen.
Well, I mean, bottom line is if you take anything away from this, I mean, obviously don't drunk drive, but like when you do it, you were literally putting your entire life on the line. And I know from
doo-doo.
Yeah, I know. but when you do it,
look at you catching yourself, so I wouldn't do it again.
and not even from just like an aspect of like, you know, the obvious like fatal crash standpoint, but if you get popped, like this is gonna follow you for the rest of your life.
Personally speaking. No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying this is gonna affect your job. Like this is gonna cost you a lot of money.
20 grand
potentially jail time. And it's just like, think about that.
As a red-blooded American, question. Sorry for the international what the hellions, but question for you as a red-blooded American. Would you support having a law on the books that says you get to no more fucking driver's license, period, ever? Because we hear stories about people that have 6 and 7.
I know, and here's the thing, right? It's like I don't know how to feel because I would have to think a lot more about that issue because like I get where you're coming from. I 100% do. But then it's like you have the breathalyzers in the car. And it's like, but they cheat them, and there's ways around it.
Well, no, I'm talking about, you know, let's go because like here they have the no refusal, and they get the breathalyzer, but at the end of the day, you're convicted on blood. They draw blood.
No, when I say breathalyzers in the car, I mean like if you have so many DUIs, they'll put a breathalyzer in your car.
Oh, yeah.
Your car will not start.
Yeah.
But it's like they cheat those and all that. Like you're not cheating. Like fucking homeboy pulls me over. I'm not cheating a breathalyzer. Sorry. Yeah.
So I mean, and
it's just like, hey, little Stevie, come blow into this tube.
Yep. 40-year-old virgin. And I get that, right? And that's why I pose the question. Like, I don't think anybody here is more government getting involved in the business, but you know, this thing where people have multiple, you know, DUIs or DWIs, whatever you want to call them, where they get into multiples, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, after two, you get a third, you're done. You don't get to fucking drive a car ever again.
And well, I mean, I watch a lot of true crime, and there are multiple cases where, like, I'm like, how are you walking free?
Yeah.
Like, how are you walking free? You don't deserve to be. Meanwhile, homeboy and Nathan Weed sit in jail for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck are we doing?
Do you think if something like that were to be put in place, do you think that would be a deterrent?
No.
And therein lies the rub. Because I knew that's what you're going to say, right? I knew for a fact that was what you were going to say. Like,
well, I mean, that's just a fact.
And I think you're 100% right.
That's so just a fact.
Then the question remains, you know, why have it? Well, because there's some people that need it. Because, you know, again, you've seen people, you've talked to people, you've heard the stories that have 6 convictions, not accusations, like flat out, like, no, you're convicted and you did the fucking jail time and all that shit for that. And I'm going, that's too many chances at that point. Because again, what's the first thing you learn in driver's ed? Driving is a privilege, not a right. Right? We all remember that. At that point, to me, maybe I'm just a dick, but you've lost at 6, you for sure lost your fucking privileges. I wouldn't even let that motherfucker ride a bicycle.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? And I can give you kind of like a concurrent example of this.
All right.
So this year it was legalized that they're actually selling beer at Michigan Stadium, the Big House, and Spartan Stadium.
Yep.
And one of the big things was, you know, oh, it'll curb down tailgating. No, it won't.
Fuck no, it won't.
There's still gonna be people at 7 a.m. drinking some fucking concoction called stripper sweat
and playing Thunder too many times.
Yes.
We might have to explain that one.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, bro, you built this culture.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it is now.
Yeah.
Everybody ties one on. You're not going to expect everybody to stop, especially when you're charging $19 a beer.
So, all right. So let's, just because we can stretch it out for some more time here on top of it all. So let's tell the story on why that's so funny to us. So, you know, first and foremost, being diehard Michigan fans, and as a teenager, I wasn't into sports all that much. I didn't watch a lot and all that. I had better shit to do with my time. But as get older and, you know, living here, missing home, diehard Michigan fan, you know, fucking, you know, there's the fucking logo right there, tattooed. It's everywhere.
I was born by it.
And
molded by it.
I was molded by it. You merely adapted it.
Exactly.
So I start thinking one day as some of the restaurants I was supervising at the time, one of them was in the Royal Memorial Stadium where the Longhorns play. And I'm going to more fucking Longhorn games than I have Michigan games. I'm not even really a Longhorn fan. So I get a wild hair on my ass. I'm going to fly home and go to a game. I'm going to fucking do it. And so this guy over there, and I start concocting a plan. And I put a reminder in my phone for when single game tickets go on sale. And the funniest part of the whole thing is I was walking into the Longhorn football stadium as I got the reminder that, oh, by the way, Michigan tickets are for sale. So I'm on my phone doing the thing, and I score tickets to, I don't remember who the first game I went to go see was.
Colorado.
Was it Colorado?
Yep. It was Colorado.
So I get super excited. Hey, and call up the sister, like, hey, I got tickets to a game. Can I crash in your basement? Da da da. And so it's on. We start planning this, and this is, I buy the tickets 3 months before the game. It was a while.
Yeah.
And so our sister says, hey, I got us invited to the tailgate, which is at the high school right across from the stadium, which is the greatest fucking thing on the planet.
It is a fucking this is a primo spot.
Yeah, it's like $75 just to get the car in the fucking gate now, and I'm like,
yeah, but
worth it.
It's
worth it.
Oh, it's so awesome,
and it's fucking huge. It's fucking huge. So it was God, what was it? A 1 o'clock, 12:30 kickoff, something like that.
Noon.
Yeah,
kickoff.
So it's fucking 7:30. We get there, and I'm soaking it in, just having a blast. So we get there at 7:30. We're day drinking by about 8:15 at the latest.
Oh no, it was earlier than that. It was like your times are miscued. Like we got there probably about 6:30.
Really? Was it that fucking early?
It was that early. Like the sun was just coming up. And as soon as we got there, it was like, all right, let's start drinking. Yep. It was like, holy shit.
And we had brought, like, I had a 12-pack of Dos Equis. I don't remember what you brought. And then they basically started unpacking a bar out of our sister's friend's car.
Yeah.
And so just kind of day drinking, taking it all in. And as more people get there, it gets to be more fun, and everyone's doing a thing. And then all of a sudden, our sister's friends break out stripper sweat, which I'm guessing is just a whole bunch of booze all mixed together, and something turns it pink.
And there's glitter in it.
Yeah. So, and it's sweet and all that. And okay, so have a sip of that, whatever. And then someone, wasn't me, because I had no fucking clue about this at the time, someone decides, hey, let's play Thunder.
That would be our sister.
So for those of you at home that were, like me, ignorant to what Thunder is, let us educate you.
AC/DC.
Everybody's familiar with a very popular song from AC/DC called Thunderstruck.
Stop.
You get loud like that and it cuts out on my end. It's weird. I don't know if that's a safety thing. So the rules of the game are very simple. You get as many people as want to play, and you pretty much everybody has to have 2 drinks, and you get them in a circle. And then you get a portable speaker and you start playing this song as loud as humanly possible. And you designate one person to start. And every time they say thunder, which happens a fucking lot in that song, it shifts to the next person in line. So
it goes down the line. The first person starts drinking.
Yep.
Thunder. Then the next person, thunder. Next person, so on, so on, so on. And depending on the size of the circle, it can go around multiple times. I mean, I've been part of fucking giant circles. I've been part of tiny circles.
And there are 2 spots in that song that you do not want to get caught at.
Guitar solo.
And our sister got both of them that day. Anyway, and she got both of them more than once because we must have played 3 times before we went in the stadium, because I was fucking drunk as shit. You were drunk as shit.
Oh God.
Just walking into the stadium, and for me it was like a religious experience at that point.
I'm fucking
and it was absolutely amazing. I was not driving, for the record. And again, you're there at that point. There was no alcohol in the game, so you were guaranteed 4 hours later to be pretty sobered up.
Yeah,
because they didn't sell beer or anything like that. Matter of fact, I went and had the best hot pretzel I've ever had when I was looking for your fucking ass.
Meanwhile, my ass made it through the first half. So I gotta go. I'm going to sleep next to the car.
I thought he went out to smoke a cigarette, and he just didn't come back. And I'm like, I'm kind of worried about him, but I really don't fucking care because I want to enjoy the game.
And I felt terrible because I left you there by yourself, but I'm like, I can't hear this.
We drank a lot. We
Stripper
did.
sweat. I mean, especially because we
beer.
Well, we walked around the tailgate.
Yeah, and remember the
take
fucking
this shot. All right.
Well, remember the shot of scotch that we sampled that tasted like pure peat moss?
Yeah.
God. It was an amazing time. I wasn't driving, but point being, Thunder. Try it sometime when you're not driving. Easiest drinking game there is, but someone gets fucked every time. And
That's
then the funny part is because we've been to 2 other games since then, and somebody in our group keeps going, I'm never playing Thunder again. And then plays at least 2 times a game.
No, and then is the ringleader of going, wait, let's play Thunder.
Oh man,
he started it for the Indiana game.
I remember.
The Indiana game, like, I'm so happy I brought that Pedialyte because we played Thunder so many fucking times.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and she even played at the game that you missed when Stephanie was there. But we wanted, and it was raining in the morning, and we wound up the people next to us. We were just kind of sheltering under her tailgate of her Dodge Journey. People next to us were like, "Hey, come on over." They had a tent, a pop up and all that stuff, and of course, became good friends and all that stuff. And then we're all playing Thunder later and everything else. But yeah, fucking, it's if you don't have anywhere to go, it's fucking fun. Go do it. Play some Thunder, but don't drive afterwards. Anyway,
or do it at 10 a.m. when kickoff is at 3:30. I guarantee you'll be sober by then.
Yeah. Or you're not even going to the game at all because you're sitting next to the front tire, just like, okay, what's oh my god.
Fucking waking up, fucking seeing you two walking up, like, oh, game's finally over. Okay.
Oh my god. So yeah, clearly we like to party. It was a blast. But again,
family.
We had a plan.
Oh, 100%.
We had a plan. We needed it, and didn't we eat White Castles afterwards to help soak it all up? Pretty sure. Or we were just that. We had enough. We had enough food. We always.
Yeah, I was gonna say
way more fucking food than we ever needed.
I was gonna say, like, I remember us just loading up during the tailgate.
Yeah, and then, we always had so much more fucking food than we needed.
Like, I remember worst case scenario, Michaela's friends were gonna let us crash on their floor if we got too drunk.
Oh yeah, good people.
Because they live out in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, they were not far from
literally right around the corner from the stadium.
Yeah, it was every fucking time I've gone was a blast, and I will definitely be up there in 2027. That's when the Longhorns go up there. Longhorns are here next year. Wolverines are here next year, though.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that game's not going to happen.
You might need to come down for that one. I have to have you come down to go to that one.
Oh, I'm going to step into the belly of the beast.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think people are going to be shocked at how much maize and blue is going to be in those fucking stands. It'll be predominantly burnt orange. There's going to be a lot of maize and fucking blue.
Oh, for sure. I'm still kind of mad about the whole circumstances of this year because I proposed to you. We go to Ohio State.
Oh yeah,
and it couldn't work out. And I was just like, fuck.
Oh, I'm going before I die. I'm going at least 2 of those games. It's going to happen. I guarantee you that. So anyway, back on topic since we talked about drinking. Just don't fucking drive. Okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't fucking care. There's no fucking reason for it. Look what could happen. You saw the fucking video. Don't give that bullshit. I drive great when I'm drunk. You should not know that. It shouldn't even be a thing.
Anybody that says I drive better when I'm drunk is fooling themselves.
Oh my God. So that thing that I'm doing, that I'm telling you about, right? The reason I got to drive the cop car, I'm doing this kind of behind the scenes look at our local police department. And, you know, the DUI guy was there and he was talking about why they do the tests they do and all that. And they were bringing people up to the front. And I did not volunteer, thank God. They brought up this lady and we're talking about the, you know, walk the straight line and all that. And so she did it. And then he brought out this box of goggles.
Beer goggles.
And each color represented a certain level of blood
intoxication.
Alcohol, blood alcohol content. And when, you know, everyone went from doing it perfectly to almost falling on their ass, just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't care how good you feel. You are just not capable.
Exactly. Don't fucking try. People, just don't fucking try. Oh, excuse me.
Like, you trying is the reason you wake up with like a giant cut on your leg the next day.
How'd this get here? I don't know.
Yeah.
How'd I get home? I don't know.
Wake up. Oh, where's my wallet?
Yeah. Again, it's not that hard. Have a designated driver. Use Uber. Use Lyft.
Or just drink at home.
Or drink at home.
There's nothing wrong with it. Don't let people shame you. Like, if you want to have a couple of drinks and watch TV, it's okay. Like, people are going to look at you and be like, I can't believe you're drinking by yourself. Like, it's not like I'm having a party. I'm just fucking having one or two and enjoying this television show.
Yep. There's no need. There's no fucking reason. There's not. I'm sorry. There's just fucking, I'm not sorry. There isn't. I'm not even a little bit sorry. Fuck you if you do it. Fuck you. And just like that, we're down to 10 subscribers on YouTube.
I know, right?
Fuck these guys.
Well, no, it's not that. I mean,
who are you to tell me how to live?
Well, no, fuck drunk drivers, though.
Seriously.
I mean, if that cost us all our subscribers on YouTube, so be it.
Yeah.
If that's the stance.
Yeah, if that's really the stance, then bye.
Like,
there's plenty other podcasts for you to listen to.
You're gonna cancel me because I hate drunk drivers? All right.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean,
it's okay. I'm definitely gonna lose sleep over them fucking leaving.
I just want people to get home safe. That's all.
Exactly. So just fucking don't do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you. Right. You fucking right there. You don't fucking do it.
Well, honestly, this is one of the reasons that I've stopped going to professional sporting events, is because, like, if you stay till the end, you're kind of like in a crapshoot of like, how many loaded motherfuckers are about to get behind the wheel?
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I'm like, I'll watch it from home.
It just depends on the event. I mean, I think you're right. And depending on where, like, you know, an NFL game and shit like that, you know, it's guaranteed, right? It's going to happen.
Well, at every event, like, there are just people at every event that just go and they're like, I'm fucking partying.
Yep.
I am paying $23 a beer and I'm drinking fucking 9 of them.
Yep. Yeah. That's why, I mean, like, you know, I went and saw, was it 2 weeks ago now? Last week? Fuck, it was last week. You know, went and saw Nickelback. Good show, I might add. Let me ask this though, just because a random tangent, they had Brantley Gilbert open up for them.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a country guy. But let me fucking tell you, first of all, he's got at least 3 guitarists plus himself. He's just put on a hell of a show. But when live, it sounds like a fucking rock show. It didn't sound fucking country at all.
Well, I mean, there are a few of those artists out there. They do that country rock vibe.
But I think, yeah, I mean, hell of a show. Like, I watched that not being a country fan and liked a bunch of the songs. Matter of fact, one of his guitar players is a guy I used to watch back in a Christian band called Pillar.
I remember them.
I'm like, comes up and they got the big video screens. I'm like, is that no? Holy shit, that's Noah. He's playing guitar for fucking Brantley Gilbert. What do you know? Anyway, so I went and saw Nickelback, put on a hell of a show, and I decided that I was going to leave, probably at the start of the second verse of "Burn It to the Ground" because I knew that was the last song. Yeah, right. It was on the court. I'm like, okay, we're going now. And my daughter looked at me like, what? Why? I'm like, trust me, you're not gonna miss anything. This is the last song. We'll be able to hear it all the way to the door. We're just to avoid because we were in a parking garage, and I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of the parking garage. Because
I mean that's the biggest battle. I mean, once you're out of the lot,
yeah,
and on the road, I mean that's when things kind of open up.
Yeah, but in a garage where people just don't let other motherfuckers out and everything else, and so to what you were saying earlier, about fucking idiots, and I went to a concert, everyone's drinking, having a fucking blast. I left early, not super early, but to the point where it wasn't completely over, but was able to get to the car and get the fuck out of there really fucking quick for that reason. Because you're going to deal with those fucking idiots. Everyone's trying to get out of there, all that shit. And there were going to be people that should not have been driving. Don't fucking do 100%. it. I had two beers. I was there for fucking 5 hours. Because there was some no-name guy opening up, and then Brantley Gilbert, and then fucking Nickelback. So I also didn't want to spend $100.
Well, but I'm also willing. You probably had some chow in between too. So
for sure. Yep. They've got Shaq's Big Chicken in there now.
There you go.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And they got Stubbs Barbecues in there too. They got some good fucking places in that new center. So anyway, point being, again, any big event like that, like TJ's saying, they're going to be out there, but they don't need to be.
Well, I mean, also, like if you're going to go to a big event like that, or even just like a party, just like do it right, plan properly. Like the night is so much better when you don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to go into your night worrying about, I might have to fucking drive home drunk? Like, no, it's so much more fun if you're like, I can have fun, and then I put a couple buttons on my phone, and then a car shows up and drives me home.
Yep. Just fucking do it, dude. Fucking, especially if you're going to be doing it like this fuckhead did in the middle of the afternoon where there's more cars on the road than any other fucking time.
And if you're an audio only listener, I encourage you, because you'll see why this rant came about if you just go back and watch the video.
Yeah. It's 8 seconds of your life. Go check it out. And again, if you so challenge, what the hell you challenge? If you know people that fucking regularly drink and drive, shame them. Don't fucking stop them. There's no reason. There's no need.
This might sound shitty, but they usually get cut out of my life.
Can't argue with it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yep. Like neither does anybody else.
I'm pushing 40. I don't need the drama. I like quiet, calm days. Middleman.
It is a fact that your patience wears thinner as you get older. I don't know why.
Well, because you fucking have this shit.
Pretty much.
It's like in your 20s and 30s, like you gotta hold shit back. Like as you get older, you just start letting shit fly. Like, I don't care. I'm just gonna start saying what I think now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Like, you're gonna get mad at me? Okay, guess what? Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm on with my day.
Yeah, you just stop giving a fuck. I just don't care what other people think. Fuck you. Oh, you don't like me now? Oh God, what am I gonna do? I know, not fucking care at all.
Let me add you to the list.
Yeah. Let me add. Here's the list of people that I give a fuck about what they think of me. Notice it's really fucking short. You're not on it.
I still say one of my favorite jokes that I've ever come up with, and like, I'm sure somebody made it before me, but in my brain I came up with it, was, I want you to go look out the window. You will see all the fucks I give falling from the sky.
Right? Oh God. Well, that's our rant. Don't fucking drink and drive. Don't be a dick. Don't be a douche. The usual shit, right? Fucking just
be smart about it.
Don't do it.
Don't be smart about it. Have a good time. Nothing wrong with having a good time. Just be smart about it. Please. For your sake and the sake of others.
And I'm going to end it right there because you couldn't say it any better. That was beautiful. Where's my applause button? There. Applause for the push broom of many books. For stating it so eloquently. It was beautiful.
Well, you know it's coming.
Do it.
Be good to each other, people.
And I will throw in Jason's tagline just because he's not here, and he threw in yours last time. Just be that. So stay classy and search your hometown here. Thanks for downloading. Be sure to like, rate, subscribe, tell your friends, and all that. And we will catch you on the flip side.